What if I told you that some of the most fascinating bees in the world don't have stingers, and you can actually keep them in your own backyard? These tiny, hardworking insects may be small, but they play a huge role in pollination, biodiversity, and even sustainable beekeeping. Welcome to our beginner-friendly guide to stingless bee biology and beekeeping. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends and family who might be interested in bees, gardening, farming, or sustainable living. And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us if you've ever seen a stingless bee colony. What are stingless bees? Stingless bees are social bees belonging to a large group commonly known as Meliponini. Unlike honeybees, stingless bees have a greatly reduced or non-functional sting, making them fascinating candidates for backyard beekeeping. They live in colonies with a queen, workers, and developing young. Each bee has an important role in keeping the colony healthy and productive. Understanding the colony. The queen is responsible for laying eggs and maintaining the colony's population. The queen is the largest bee in the colony. She was like her sisters, but she was raised in a special way. She was fed with the royal jelly. That is the reason why she developed differently from her sisters to do a special purpose. You can see her roaming around the top of the brood in this video. There she is. She hid for a while, but later she will come out again. Watch for her. She is coming in a second. There she is. She's back on top of the brood roaming around. She is so elusive, but sometimes she likes to show herself to people. Stingless bee nests are especially interesting. Instead of simply storing honey in traditional honeycomb, many species create structures called brood cells and storage pots. The brood area is where young bees develop, while pollen and nectar are stored in separate pots. The worker bees do most of the work. They collect pollen and nectar, care for the young, build and maintain the nest, defend the colony, and process food. Why are stingless bees important? One of their greatest contributions is pollination. As stingless bees move from flower to flower collecting food, they transfer pollen between plants. This can help many crops and wild plants reproduce. They are also part of natural ecosystems and contribute to biodiversity. For gardeners and farmers, having stingless bees nearby can mean more pollinator activity around flowering plants. Getting started with stingless beekeeping. If you're a beginner, start by learning about the species native to your area. In the Philippines, there are 3 native species that are commonly domesticated by beekeepers. 1. Apis cerana, locally known as laywan. 2. Tetragonula baroi, locally known as lukat, kiot or kiwat, and 3. Mongo mongo. Don't simply collect a wild colony without understanding local regulations and proper colony handling techniques. A suitable hive should provide protection from rain, excessive heat, predators, and unwanted pests. Location is also important. Place the hive somewhere relatively quiet, protected from direct extreme sunlight and heavy rain, while still allowing the bees easy access to flowering plants and clean water. Most importantly, observe before you interfere. A healthy colony doesn't need constant opening or disturbance. Watch the bees entering and leaving, observe their activity around the entrance, and learn what normal behavior looks like. Feeding and colony care. Stingless bees naturally collect nectar, pollen, and other resources from their environment. It is best to prepare bee pasture before you start beekeeping. A good area for bees must be able to provide nectar, pollen, and resin all year round. A complete foraging area has flowering grass, shrubs, medium-high trees and tall trees or dipterocarps. The best approach is to provide a diverse range of flowering plants and maintain a pesticide-safe environment. Avoid unnecessary chemical pesticides around your colonies. And remember, beekeeping isn't just about harvesting honey. Your first goal should be maintaining a strong, healthy colony. Common beginner mistakes. One common mistake is opening the hive too frequently. Another is placing the colony in an unsuitable location or exposing it to excessive heat and moisture. Beginners may also focus too much on honey production instead of colony health. Take your time, keep records, observe your bees, and learn from experienced local keepers. Stingless beekeeping can be a rewarding way to learn about nature while supporting pollination and biodiversity. These tiny insects have an incredible social system, and once you understand how their colonies work, you'll begin to see them as much more than just small bees. So, are you ready to start your stingless beekeeping journey? Start by learning about the stingless bee species in your area, find a responsible local beekeeper or association, and prepare a safe environment for your future colony. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who would love to learn about stingless bees. And leave a comment below. What would you like to learn next? Stingless beehive setup, colony management, bee species identification, or harvesting stingless bee honey? Keep learning, keep growing, and keep protecting our amazing pollinators. See you in the next video.